Oh my lord, why do I got an itch so bad? I swear the mosquitoes love eating me. I don't know. This would work better if my mic was here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's having a lovely day. I am gonna go ahead and tell you guys it's currently 5:13 at 7:30, which is over 2 hours, by the way. I'm going to end this stream so I can go get everybody dinner. So yeah. I'm hoping by that time I'll be delivered this horrible load that I'm having to deliver. Chris, I don't like it when you come in here and just say the word, Make me feel like you're judging me. No, the kitty is in my brother's room. He finally woke up, so I don't have the kitty now. About damn time. I'm getting sick of that damn thing. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, I'm not a cat person. I've never really been a cat person. Cats, when they're cute and kitten-like, they're a joy to be around. But the moment they grow up is the moment that everything goes to I don't know what happens to a cat from the time that they are a kitten to the time that they grow up, but damn, they're assholes. Anybody want to stop at Dream Burger and grab a burger? So hello, Demon, how are you? I'm currently speeding. Whoopsies. Hey! I didn't tell you could pull out in front of me. That's what I thought. You better go that way. Also, I want to kind of talk about two different things right quick. So, first thing is, the YouTube channel in which I was referring to earlier today had posted a video explaining what had happened on their channel and everything. And it made a lot of sense. To me, at least. And they were dumb, basically. The person that... the reason I say they were dumb is because they decided it was a good idea. Oh, shit. I'm trying to get some damn speed up going, and dadgummit, what now? I ain't never gonna get this damn load delivered at this pace. Oh, now it's down to 35. I'm so glad that y'all are concerned. Anyway, they were contacted or DM'd or something, and these people wanted to do an interview with them for some strange ass damn reason. And I'm like, okay, this just sounds suspicious with you just talking about it. How did you let these people dumb site you? And he looked into their YouTube and everything, guys, and this is what got me. He looked into everything before he said yes. And he agreed to do the interview. And they sent him an app. And he even took the precaution, and this is what really got me. He even took the precaution to run it through a bug finder, like several bug finder apps, to make sure Hey, Chris, you want to know my response? Shut up! Sit down, bastard! Anyway. Enjoy the ride! Oh. Shut the hell up, I'm driving. Here, we'll stop at the gas station. You can grab some snacks. I'll let you grab a Twinkie. But anyway, keep the radio off. It's distracting. I just realized the cruise controller shows me what it's at over there. That's cool. It's a nice little feature. Also, don't mind the fact that for some strange reason my truck is struggling. CHX, I saw a lot of stuff earlier, so, you know. I guess people just don't see me, a big guy like what I am. They don't see me being the kind of person that would actually take a kitten in and try and take care of it. Because I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4". So, you know, it's not like I'm, you know, whatever, but... Chris, respectfully, I'm driving. I can't listen to music, and I'm streaming also, so even if we could listen to some Bismarck, I could probably pull up some Spotify, but it would probably get copyrighted, so we're not going to do that either. Pride of a nation, a beast made of steel. Bismarck in motion, king of the ocean. What in the world is this? You know what? You're slow. Move. Don't mind me. I'd make a great truck driver. What do you mean they said something horrible? Let me see. Let me pull up the Discord. I'm over here trying to... Let's see. I don't even know who this Gert person is. They don't have a profile picture or anything. So, for one, I don't remember letting them in here. So, this person is gonna leave. I have pretty much everybody in here, so until I find out who that person is, I'm not allowing them to say anything else. What is this thing that they posted from Duck? Queso. Kitty. Hold on. What is this? If Duck is here, I'm going to have to... That got a chuckle. That got a chuckle out of me. All I hear, I imagine all you guys hear is, "Gee, it's me." He sent a video of, Queso saying kitty. It was actually pretty funny. I liked it. But, yes, CHX, I saw it. I timed that person out. No, that's not, no. If you're gonna rate like a little kitten, you're mentally ill. Not gonna lie. If that's a kitten. And who goes on there and goes, I'm gonna rape it? Like, what of a sick person are you? That's off the road. Truck, drive. Also, guys, I'm below a half a tank right now. What the world? Oh, I know why it's doing that. Rosie the dinosaur. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, you say my mic cuts off when my high pitch voice comes in? I think it's kind of set up that way, honestly. Also, might I add, we're 237 miles away from getting this delivered. So, we might eventually get this thing delivered. You know what's sad? I'm looking on the map. I'm not seeing... Oh, wait, there's a gas station, like, right up here. And luckily for me, it's right off the exit that I'm going to be getting... Well, no, excuse me. There is one that's, like, just a gas station. If I think I can make it with this one, I'll drive down to that one. But it'll be basing everything off of how much fuel I'm consuming. Oh boy, let's break. Yes. Motor City. This place looks so deserted, it's not even funny. Where's the motors? Oh, there they are. Oh, look, there's a Ford sitting over there, too. Although, probably that's whoever owns the place, but whatever. Can't really tell what the other ones are. Probably some old Model Ts or something. We should go down a random back road. That's got root beat or beats on that one. That looks cool. I like that. You know what's sad? I was talking yesterday about the rigs, like the old rigs and stuff that I'd love to see them create again, like the old car companies and stuff make again. Oh, there's a Peterbilt dealership over there. That's cool. But I had a mod, and it was like one of those off-brand mods or whatever, off-site mods or whatever, and I tried using it, and it didn't work. And it was an old Ford cab over. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. Let me grab it. And I looked for the Chevys and the Dodges. I couldn't, I think I found one for the Chevy, but I don't think I found one for the Dodge. And it's like, dude, I need somebody to work on those. It would be awesome to see those things again. I mean, we've got the 351s and the 350s, the Peterbilts and stuff. That'd be all. I love driving those. They're just not really built for hauling the loads that I haul a lot of times. And I got some, ow, my neck, like that as a mod, but it's like it's on the mod workshop or whatever. And that's the thing I don't understand. Like, there are people that are completely ignoring the fact that this game has its own mod workshop, and they're not using it, and it's like, dude, you're, like, missing a whole opportunity to upload your stuff. But a lot of them are, like, paid mods and stuff. That is one thing I have noticed. A lot of the mods that I've seen, some of the good ones are, like, paid mods again. And I'm sorry, but if I have to pay you for a mod, it's not worth me getting. I'm sorry, but just not worth my time nor my effort. Okay. Okay, dude. I almost had very bad wreck. But, you know, I'd love to get, like, mods like that. Like, there's one, I might be able to look it up. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let's see. Let me pull up Edge. Alright, let me see. Let me try that again. And that, we're not shopping. Dear God, no. Old ship. Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm talking about. That one. If we could get a mod in American Truck Simulator for that, I would be the happiest person ever. There is yeah, here's one. Here's the one that I'm talking about. It is a legitimate hauling truck. You can see the fifth wheel back there. And I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, dude, I want that in the game. Like, I know it probably won't be able to pull anything unless you put, like, one of those modded beefy motors in it. But come on! That would be like, really, really cool to see one of those. And then this one I'd like to see, of course, in the game. Somebody made it a pickup truck. That's priceless. But of course, there are some here that have, like, little extended cabs and stuff. Now, hello, gaming guy. Now, there are several different Ford big rigs I'd want to have. There's two main ones. This one here, because I think it looks badass, and this one here, because again, it looks badass. But I also want to have some old Mac cabovers too. I want some old Mac cabovers as well. Now Dodge didn't really make that many, unfortunately. And that's the one thing I never understood. Like, they made a few, but, like, a lot of them were, like, really high standing, and they were really high powered trucks. And it's the Dodge Bighorn, and I love the way that thing looks. Oh, wait, hold on, they also made this. I want that! It looks so stupid, but I want it! It looks like there's no air gonna go anywhere except slamming into your face if you lose your windshield, but that looks awesome. I'm gonna make M22, or not M22, World War II go and buy me this stuff with all that money he has. Oh, oh, nah. That's the one we need. That's the one we need right there. That one, and then we have an international. That's actually one that I really liked. Does anyone remember the international from this film? Hold on, let me see. This truck. Can we have box trucks, please? I want this just because of how pathetically stupid it looks. You said a Ram. What now? Ew. Yikes. I'm gonna vomit. No, thank you. Mm-mm. Okay, hold on. Tell me this ain't the most generated. No, wait, hold on. It said what? Hold on. Now, y'all see what that said? Dodge Ram 6500, right? You go here, new 2025 GMC Sierra 3500 Pro. That's ass ugly, and that ain't a GMC. That's a Chevy anyway. Anyway, enough of playing with things. Let's see what else we got. What are some older brands? Why am I having L9000? What's that? Oh, that's that truck. It's not a bad looking truck either. I like it. But there's only certain models I like. I like that model, but I don't like that one. I like that model. That one's kind of iffy. Just like, there's only certain models of it I like. Still think cab overs look the best. Hold on. Matter of fact, all right. We're gonna kind of go through some of these, and I'm gonna be like, want, yes. All right, what is this? I can't tell what that is, but that looks cool. Is that a Mac for real? Dude, I like it. Not gonna lie, I like that. That looks cool. That looks cool too. Oh, is that? No, I didn't know GMC made some trucks too. Although that one's kind of iffy though. Oh, these are the ones that I always liked. These ones were like when Kenworth was like, well, our engines aren't exactly fitting under the hood of our cab overs. What should we do? And some drunk motherfucker, excuse my language, was like, let's slide the cab back a little bit. We're gonna add a little teeny tiny little hood right there. It'll fit the engine real good. And then they made this. But yet, it looks awesome. It really does. I love the look of it. But somebody drunk made that truck. I guarantee you. Oh, I had a picture of this one time. And I was just looking at it, and I'm over here like, the turn radius on this thing must suck. Freightliner had some good looking ones too. But most of these are like Freightliners, Kenworths, you see some Peterbilts. I still think though this one looks the best. I mean, granted, the thing looks like it was supposed to be at some point. It was supposed to be like a one of those what I call the long nose trucks. But they decided instead to just take that idea, take the cab off, take some of the front section off, slap it on top of a cab over, and call it a truck. And that was the end product. And God help whoever did it because they probably got fired. That I like. I like that. That was good. My mom hates cab overs. She's like, they're ugly. They're ugly. And I'm like, it's a part of the past. Okay, I officially hate it. What is the No, what? No! They did it with a board! Hey, Chris, let me ask you something. Chris, let me ask you something. You notice how I searched up old cab over big rigs? And you notice how the only thing I'm getting is American big rigs? I don't understand why, because I didn't say old American cab over big rigs. I just said old big rigs, cab overs. Now, if we just got rid of the cab over, right? All right, so we're gonna get some really cool ones. That one, I like that one. Like, there are some really good ones out there. Ooh, this one. That one. I remember that truck model was in the Maximum Overdrive movie. I loved that truck. Hold on. Old. Is that how you spell European? Let's see what they bring up. An old European! Oh my lord! No, yeah. I don't know I don't know what's going on, man. But Chris, let me ask you a question. All right. If you had the option to purchase an old American cab over, would you do it? Because I know in like Britain and all those European countries over there, y'all use cab overs because the fact that your road your streets are more narrow and um stuff like that. So my kind of thought, well, like I'm saying, if you knew how to drive a rig, would you buy one? Now, personally, my vehicle of choice, if I had to go over to Britain and drive rigs, and I could bring over one rig with me, I would probably choose either the old Freightliner cab over that I have or the Kenworth cab over that I have. I like the Peterbilt, don't get me wrong, but for the kind of stuff that I'd be doing, I think the Freightliner or the Kenworth would probably be the better option, honestly. Please tell me I get to go 80 miles an hour. I get to go 80 miles an hour. It is not a good idea for me, but we're going to deal with it anyway. No, I prefer a European truck. Of course you do. It's funny to me, though, how Europe and like all those European countries over there, like they never really evolved out of like the cab over era. They just made the cab overs look more ugly. And I say more ugly because the old ones actually had class. They looked decent. Now they just look horrible. Beyond horrible. Just yikes. I need an exorcist. Kind of horrible. But I'm sorry, I just really don't like I'm a cab over person and I can't stand the European cab overs. Simply because of the fact that it looks like that it has no room in it at all. Like, I know cab overs weren't built with room in mind, obviously, but like the European cab overs, their cabs are so small, and then it looks like they're trying to put like a bed and everything. But again, there's another reason for that. And again, I don't want you to think that I'm hating on European trucks. From what I understand, European trucks don't have to travel as far as American rigs do. And that's actually one of the big reasons why we switched from the cab over to what I'm driving now, is because the fact that putting the engine out front of the vehicle instead of having it underneath, it allows you more wiggle room in between. And I've been in a Freightliner now, alright? And I can tell you, this was a manual, alright? As a passenger, and I sat in the driver's seat, it was so much easier. And I've sat in a cab over before. It was so much easier getting out of the driver and passenger seat and going back to the bed than it was in a cab over. Which one? Hold on, let me see if I can pull one up. Wrong button! Let me see if I can find the one I'm thinking about. No, wait, hold on, it's Mercedes. Mercedes, is it, let's see if I can find it. And I know Mercedes makes them, because I've seen them. Not those ones. This one. That one. That is what I would drive if I had to choose one European truck. That is what I would choose. Because the engine is in the front. And it looks so damn good. Like, for it to be like a Mercedes, it looks damn good. And this kind of proves my point. Like, I look at these like European trucks, and this kind of proves the point. Let me pull up like an American big rig, like a old cab over big rig. There we go. Alright, we're gonna pull up one to kind of look at, and I'll kind of give you a comparison. Alright, so you see that. And then if I pull up a side shot, let's see if I can get one. Side shot. Let me get one that actually drives on the road instead of that other crap. Alright, here's one. This is about as close as I'm gonna get. Alright, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you notice, the door is here, and then there's a little bit of a cab. This all right here from about this point on is aerodynamics. There's no cab to this because you don't have to travel as far over in Europe. Whereas in America, you've got all this room back here. There's probably a bed, maybe a few shelves. I've sat in a Freightliner before. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find Freightliner. Let's see if I can find the ones. Yeah, I've sat in this one. I have sat in this particular model of rig, and the amount of room that it has is honestly surprising. It's a great truck too. My dad drove it, and it was a Cummins, and oh my, no, excuse me. I think it was a Detroit diesel. I might be wrong on that. But anyway, let me go to the restroom right quick. Not the restroom, to grab something to drink. I love how Chris got very upset that I found the one rig that looks like an American rig. To be honest, if I could get one of those Mercedes trucks shipped here and them be used and them not completely fall apart like they probably would because they're Mercedes and parts are probably really expensive to ship over to America, I would gladly have one of those shipped over here. I honestly would. They're not a bad looking truck. And I'm not saying European trucks are bad looking either. It's just they don't have the room that an American truck has. Which, granted, I'm in a day cab. And if I could pause the... Wait, I can. What button is it? No. There we go. Alright, let me see. Damn it! I can't. I'll have to stop the truck. I'll stop the truck and look at it here in a minute. But actually, I gotta go straight road. Like, this is a day cab in America. Not much here, obviously, as you can see. You got, like, a little bit of room, but not much. But again, you got this whole, like, little mid-area to put crap in that you could use, that you could need, whatever. I wouldn't want to ride on a truck like that, but... But the whole point is like, America developed these new laws and everything. But with the way that a lot of the European towns and stuff are, with the way that they've made their streets, it's entirely too difficult to try and take an American truck with a cab, with the engine mounted in the front and everything, like I'm talking about. You could not take, I don't know, let's say the most modern Freightliner, hook it up to a European trailer. I don't even know if that would work anyway. You could not physically do that and go down the streets that Europe has. You could not do it. Not trying to make turns. You'd have to have a cab over because the streets are just that tight. That's why the Europeans haven't evolved from the cab over, because of the fact that their streets are too narrow to evolve from them. Now, if Europe had something kind of like this, where, you know, a company had like a big area that you could get into with no problem, I think it could work. I think, you know, Mercedes could produce a high number of those particular those cabbed trucks like that. And I think it could work, but without it, Europe would fail. Now, I would be willing to, and Chris, I'm going to say this for you, I've said it already, but as soon as American Truck Simulator comes on PlayStation, and or if I decide to get it on here, I will play it, and I will kind of explain what I mean. But you want to know the one thing I love about Euro Truck Simulator 2 compared to American Truck Simulator? Instead of them making, like, DLCs for the states like they do with American Truck Simulator, these dudes go to a whole fucking country and they're like, yep, this country now has a DLC. And I'm like, why can't you do that with America? And then I look at the states and I'm like, well, no wonder. One of our states is the size of a country over in Europe. And then I'm over here thinking, if you think about it, Americans are hoarders. We've got all this land. And if you think about it, you could take Ukraine, Britain, Scotland, and all those other little countries, Germany, and you could shove them every single one of them into America and you'd still have room. Tell me that ain't some crap. I mean, tell me that ain't some crap. Like, for real, tell me that ain't something. It's just crazy. Like, how large America is. And my state, arguably, is probably one of the smallest states. I can probably show you guys my state. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, my state's all the way over here. Yeah, there it is. It's small. My state's right here. Okay? Then we go all the way over to Texas, and it's like Mac Anthem. I have one of those actually. Hold on. This is a Mac right here, actually. Let me see. Let me see. I might be able to do this. You watch him while I use the bathroom? Okay. Her. Take him with you. Come on, buddy. Let me see if I can find it. I might be able to. No, I don't have it here. I'd have to go to an actual thing. I have no idea. You should ask a Texan. Alright, hold on. I can look. Alright, so let me see if I can find it. Mac Anthem. Yeah, that's what I have. Yep. I'm driving a Mac Anthem right now. This is my exact truck, I think. Maybe a little bit different. It's a nice truck. I like it. It's a comfortable truck, but this one's the one I like. And this is a perfect example. Like, look at how much cab space you have in here. Matter of fact, I can go look and show you what I mean. Alright, so this is the cab space that you have with a truck. Look at it. It's got a microwave. I've seen setups with these particular trucks. And, um, I kid you not when I tell you that there are bigger than that in America. Matter of fact, hold on, I might be able to go show you one. If I go here to the Peterbilt. Wait, no, wrong button. There we go. Peterbilt. If I grab the right one, which I believe is this one. Alright, if we customize this, I want you to look at this for a second. This, I'm not even joking, is a real thing. I've seen them. Well, I haven't. I've seen them on Kenworth and stuff. This is a legit thing in America. You can custom order a rig to have this on. Or you could. I don't know if you can now. But you can custom order a rig to have this on it. It is a house on wheels. I'm not even joking. It is like a camper that you haul crap with. Matter of fact, you can actually kind of see in this one. Let me see if I can get in the other window. You got like seats, what looks like a dressing area. Wait, can you? Yeah, you can. Okay, so I'm assuming the bed would be here. Then you got a washing machine. You got like a full-on kitchen in this thing. Like, I'm not even joking. It's not a bad idea. I won't lie. Like it's honestly not a bad idea to do something like this. Yeah, like this one. This one's more modern. You got like the whole, like it's a house. I had a Kenworth at one time in my other game that was like that. But yeah, let me see if I can go to the truck dealers right fast. I'll show you what some of the alright, let's see. Alright, so these are the Peterbilts. Hmm. I love how I said Peterbilt and it gives me a Freightliner. Alright, let me grab one of the more modern Peterbilts that we drive now. Alright, here's one. Okay, so this is the quote-unquote newer Peterbilt that they came out with. And this is what you get. Like, I know it doesn't look like much to Europeans and all, but let me tell you, alright, when you're on the road constantly, like a lot of the American truck drivers are, you want a truck that has the ability for you to lay down, go to sleep, take a break, Mm-mm. No playing with the computer, kitty. Don't argue with me. Mm-mm-mm. Guys, I told you. It's happening already. She isn't even old enough yet, and she's already screwing with things. I'm gonna let her just search around a little bit. Would you move your little kitty butt? Can't do anything! Move! 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 Oh my goodness, come here. Now either here, go that way. Yeah, go that way. Go behind the computer and between the TV. Please! Why did I pick up a kitten? Come here, kitty. Come on. Come on. Come on. Buddy, if you don't get your white rear end down. Okay. Oh, hush. You're okay. Yeah, you're okay. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of European trucks, not at all. They just look goofy. Buddy, if you don't get down. My dog has managed to. Never mind. The cat is on my neck right now, on the back of my neck, just crawling around, being the curious little thing that she is, and my dog is about to have a heart attack because he thinks that the cat's going to act stupid. What are you doing? Oh gosh. Now playing with the wires. Go on. My dog was actually trying way too hard to get to this cat. All right, kitty. Hold on. Oh, hush. You're fine. I got you. Little midget. Y'all don't believe this or not, but I was so committed to bringing this little kitty cat home yesterday that I quite literally held it with one hand and drove with the other. I did not care. I wanted to get the kitty home. The little kitty is now nibbling and licking at my hand. And by the way, my hand is bigger than her. Ow, you little mean little butt, ain't you? A mean little butthole right here. Oh, she's watching the screen, I think. No, kitty, don't be trying to get down. Don't be trying to get up either. I swear, it's like having to raise my dogs all over again. Constantly having to tell them not to do that. Constantly having to tell them not to do this. Man, that's the longest crap that I have ever had to deal with. What are you doing? Hey, kitty. Yes, kitty. I love you too. Ow! Okay, fine, I won't pet you. You butthole. then? A break your hole. You know, your little claws hurt. At least the dogs, when they scratch me, they don't freaking just hold on for dear life. They just scratch the hell out of me. Cats, they'll hold on for dear life when they scratch you. Like it's a life or death situation. If they let go, they're gonna die. Ow! Now you're biting my... You're just a little butthole, you know that? I call you butthole. She's like playing with my hand as I'm playing the game. The Centennial State? What the flip does that even mean? Hey, I wonder if Chris wants to go to Waffletopia. Hey, Chris, are you still riding in the passenger seat? Or did you die? We can go to the game's equivalent of Waffle House. And conveniently, there's a hotel nearby. Which... Oh, no, better yet, we got some off-brand KFC over here. Also, my truck might give out of gas. Luckily, there's a gas station somewhere, right? Is there? Please let there be a gas station, like right here somewhere. Yes, I passed it on the way in. Cool, perfect. There's actually two. Well, actually, no, that is something else. But there is a gas station, so we'll be fine. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You put a trailer right in front of it. You pricks. Chris, what did you do?
Yeah, go to sleep. Like this game.
I like this game. Ow! The fact that Billy Joe knows what a lot lizard is scares me more than anything else that he could ever possibly say. I always thought in Britain they would have probably called him something else. Cat, I swear to you, if you don't get off of my table, I'm a older kitten. This is why I can't handle cats, because they go everywhere. She is currently, like, doing weird things. Also, Chris, look. It's the hand-me-down KFC. Dirk? Is that Dick or Dirk? I think that's Dirk. Dirk's Crispy Chicken. We're gonna stop here for a little bit. Chris, go grab some chicken. Hello, how are you? The kitten is trying to eat my fingers. You're a weird little kitten. Oh, hush. Go there. Yeah, good kitten. Yes, there you go. Chris, hurry up. I ain't got all day. Yes, oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Oh. You're a vegetarian. I'm sure they got a veggie burger. What do you want? What do you want from me? What you... Kitty, I'm about to slam you. Into a wall. Don't mind me, I'm just extremely exceeding the speed limit. Wow. Alright, watch this, guys. I'm gonna drift turn this sucker. Right in front of a cop, too. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you professionally drive a big rig. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree, Chris. Even if I was a vegetarian, there is no way that anybody could ever get me to eat a veggie burger. Boy, gas here is expensive. $505? It's like the most dad thing to say. $505? What are you doing? Wait, hold on. What? I didn't totally restore that yet? How have I let myself do that? Oh, wow, I haven't totally restored anything. Cat, you're... I always like the smell of bacon, though. You know, that's the weird thing. Also, give me a second. I'm gonna go do something. Hush, kitty! Shut up! What's taking you so long? This cat driving me nuts. Hurry up! Honestly, Chris, I couldn't agree with you more on the bacon thing because there are different ways that people cook bacon. And a lot of times they don't cook it the way they should. And it just ends up messing it up more than it does anything else.
What's he doing to drive you crazy?
What do you think? He's clawing me. He's trying to eat me.
American Truck Simulator. You got a Peterbilt?
There is no way that y'all heard that all the way from where I was at. That's the one thing I hate about this. uh, hey, good news. We drove through this earlier, so we'll just go over here. I'm in your walls. Nuh-uh, I'm in your walls. Now, Chris, you have to answer a legitimate question for me. Does you like? Let me turn the lights on for you. Yeah, seizure. And this one, well, what in the Jesus Christ? What happened to all the nice... Why is the cab so small? I better put the windshield wipers on. There we go. Also, might I add that a lot of the times the reason a lot of us truck guys and stuff What do you mean YouTube shorts are weird? Chris, if I open this, am I going to find some of the weirdest stuff I've ever seen?
Why, son? What do you have to say? And there's no time to celebrate. It's a time to feed, for it is the month of hours.
I mean, he's not joking. I am both blown away by how accurate that is and surprised. Well, to be honest, Chris, you're talking about if I have to suffer, you have to suffer too. Dude, we're gonna be playing the same game. Also, Chris, you never told me if you liked my truck or not. You avoided the question, actually. It was very rude of you. Hurt my feelings a little. Yeah, truck good. Yes. Yeah. You know, if I get Euro Truck Simulator, you realize I'm going to do color coordinations like this all the time, and you're going to hate me for it, and I'm going to make you suffer by looking at them. Now that's a Jake break! It's also the sound of me sliding the truck! This is quite literally the trucks, or this is the truck brand that Americans call the haulers out of the three. Because that's quite literally what we do with them. We haul big shit. I'm tempted to say the words, I'd like to see your midget trucks haul something like that. But I know that there's a picture out there that you'd probably find just to shove in my face. Saying, look, mine can haul just the same as yours can. If I get it, I'm probably going to get the second one, so this is the most modern one, and I think that it probably has more stuff, too. Oh, that's actually not that far. Wait, can I get a better or a different truck? No. Damn it. I'm going to haul the red one. I'm going to create the most hostile color combinations in ETS. Yeah, if I'm being honest, like, I'm actually excited to try ETS because, like, I played American Truck Simulator. I've seen a lot of these trucks in real life, especially this one. I see a lot of this one actually. So, you know, I'm used to those, but I've never really actually seen a European truck in real life before. So I want to be able to drive one and be like, you know, give a legit comparison based off a video game and say, ooh, this actually is a decent truck or not. You know, that way it doesn't sound like I'm just being an ass and being like, oh yeah, You're gonna make what? A Bumblebee truck? Why? But it's also going to be quite interesting because from what I understand also with a lot of the European trucks, they focus a lot on safety. Like, a lot. Like, forget comfort, forget everything else is what Europe says. We need safety. And I love the fact that they do that. I wish America focused on comfort and safety just as much. Or focused on the safety aspect of trucks as much as they do the comfort aspect. But, to be fair, a lot of the rigs that we have, I've seen it happen, so I know this is actually a thing. Like, this is actually a real thing. If an American truck gets hit, the cabs are designed with the idea of ripping off instead of staying on. So, like, let's say a train hits my truck and it hits the rear axles and all, right? Well, the cabs are designed to actually rip off and protect the driver and everything. That's what the cabs are designed to do. So there is a little bit of safety, and because of the fact that we have such long noses too, there is safety in it. But with Britain, the reason y'all have to focus so much on safety is because of the fact that you guys don't have the hooded trucks and stuff. And there's a lot more to safety than just, can it take an impact too? And this is the thing when I say safety for American trucks would be great. I've seen the tests that Britain or the European nations do with their trucks, the brake testing and stuff. If we had as good of brakes on our rigs as European trucks do, I think our trucks could possibly be way better. Honestly. I think they could. Ow. It's fine. Oh, well, trailer's damaged. Oh well, who gives a shit? It's not mine. Took the turn too fast. It's fine, I'll totally restore it. I have to try driving to my house. I just wanna. I don't know why. I find Ryan War Thunder, I must find it in ETS. But see, the thing is, Chris, you have to be able to find it. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here. I've made a really good little another trip, and I'm gonna start kind of sort of making it to where like trips that I take in my trucks will be a whole stream, and then we'll go to the next thing. But anyway, I'm gonna go jump on